Sounds like one hell of a story. So when do I get to hear the rest of it?
Soon enough. I've offered the story exclusively to Addington Publishings. It'll be spread across all the papers by the end of the week.
It's not fair to tease me like this. You just give me a little piece and you leave me high and dry.
I've given you everything I can.
Have you? If you're not tired, we could continue upstairs.
I'd like that, Chelsea.
Not bad for a first draft.
Hey, where are you going?
Don't worry. I'll be back, and then we can polish your story. That is, if you're still up for it. Not asleep, are you? Jeremy?
Very nice show. This one's for the library. Too bad you ain't gonna get the headlines you counted on, Jer.
must fight evil, no matter where, no matter when, and no matter what the cost.
It's a scandal.
Certainly is. But that's what people are hungry for these days.
But I mean, what they're saying about Jeremy, what they're suggesting about him is an absolute scandal. I've known him for more than 10 years.
Perhaps not as well as you thought, sir.
He was a fine journalist and a good friend.
All the wire services are carrying the story, sir.
The American papers?
I have a courier waiting at the airport to pick them up.
It's too damn convenient.
What is, sir?
Jeremy was on the verge of publishing an expose which was to affect a lot of very influential people.
Ah, that sounds suspicious.
He called me from New York to tell me he'd broken the back of the story. He was going to fly to Paris today to hand it to me personally. Is Peter back yet?
Certainly not. He's still in London.
Well, I want him in New York immediately. And get me the mayor.
Hello.
It's me, Chelsea.
Chelsea, hey. Where the hell are you? Everybody's looking for you.
I didn't kill him.
Okay, but I gotta tell you something. You shouldn't look that way. Listen, if you give yourself up...
What? Are you crazy? I'm a hooker. He's a dead John. Nobody's gonna believe me.
Everything is gonna be okay. I promise you, just trust me. I'm telling you, Chelsea, I don't think you've got a choice. Damn it.
We work closely together, but I don't know this part of his life. I don't think he was into bondage, though.
Yeah, nevertheless, the police did find some pretty kinky sexual apparatus in his hotel room, including the leather thong that strangled him.
I don't give a damn what anybody found. As far as I'm concerned, it's no coincidence that Jeremy's reputation as a writer is being tarnished by the smut surrounding his death.
Anything further on the expose that he was working on?
Not enough. Jeremy was always so secretive about his stories. He did tell me, however, that this one would knock the ballast out of the British establishment.
Well, judging by those stories, that claim was not exaggerated.
I want you to get to the bottom of this, and fast.
It seems that the South Manhattan Homicide Squad have already apprehended a woman and a little Chelsea Little, a high-class escort.
Well, who else would you hire if you were setting up a sex scandal?
Have you spoken to the mayor's officer?
I did. He assured me the NYPD would welcome your help. An officer, Detective Sam Caravaggio, will be waiting for you as soon as you land.
Caravaggio?
Yes, sir.
Morning, Sinclair. I have an appointment to meet Detective Sam Caravaggio.
Follow me. Caravaggio's been waiting for you with bated breath. Got something for you.
Oh, yeah? Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah, come on. Let's go.
Eddie, how long are you gonna keep us here for?
Until you process.
It used to take an hour. It's been two already, Eddie. The meter's running. See anything you like?
The meter's over here.
Come on, Eddie.
New York, New York.
This way, Sinclair.
Okay, and what the hell's mine, Warrior? You promised me if I ever got myself in this situation, you would get me out of it. We got a situation.
Come on, Sharpie, I want to talk to you.
What about my girl?
I don't need you.
Don't worry, she'll be safe here.
Detective Caravaggio, Peter Sinclair.
I'm Caravaggio.
Sam Caravaggio. I got a call about you from upstairs, Mrs. Sinclair. Way upstairs. You got some kind of clout. Oh, well, I'm afraid that's all we have. But there are 6 detectives working on the case, which is exactly where I should be.
Well, please don't let me keep you from your work. I'll come with you.
No, see, where I'm going looking, you're gonna stick out big time.
Oh, so Mr. Fancy Pants lawyer keeps me waiting 2 hours. I'm supposed to be grateful? This whole procedure is appalling.
Why don't you give me the number where you're gonna be staying? If I find something, I will call you, okay?
No, that is not okay.
Well, it will just have to do.
Now, excuse me, little Miss Detective. I don't think you quite understand.
My captain said that the mayor wants me to cooperate with you, but he didn't say I had to babysit you, too.
Now, look here. I can't feed myself.
Well, this is not Buckingham Palace. This is New York City. People actually carry guns around here.
Well, I have handled guns.
Oh, really? Got one on you?
What? I prefer to use my wit.
Well, keep it in your holster, pal. It's wasted on me.
I really don't know why you have to be so incredibly abrasive.
All right, I'll tell you why. I've got a case that is getting colder every second I waste talking to you. And also, I don't like somebody bringing heat down on me from the mayor's office, okay? I don't want your help. I don't need your help. Got that?
How come you got to Chelsea Little so fast?
Because she called me.
Really?
Yeah, she's my snitch. Would you read the file, please?
I'd like to question her.
I already did.
And?
Well, she was there. She took a shower. After she went to bed with the guy, when she came back, the guy was dead.
Strangled?
Yes.
Do you think she did it?
No.
Why not?
Because tough love's not her scene. She's strictly 250 straight up, no kinky stuff.
I'd still like to talk to her, if you don't mind.
Fine, be my guest. She's being processed down at Women's Detention Center. Oh, I know. You could have the mayor make special visiting arrangements for you.
Is this part of your cover, too?
You might want to get him to make arrangements for this, too.
Allow me.
Hey, don't do that, okay? I do not get friendly with the guys I work with. You treat me like you treat everybody else. You got that?
I was simply opening the door for you.
So you don't find me attractive?
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah. Look, Mrs. Sinclair, why don't you go get yourself a nice hot cup of tea and some crumpets?
Crumpet?
I'll get back to you.
That's all you got out of her?
For the time being, yes.
Where are we going?
The Women's Detention Center.
Leg's gonna meet us there?
I'm afraid not. And we're even gonna have to make our own arrangements.
All right.
You know, Gabrielle, I think you're gonna be the best one to get something out of Chelsea Little. I don't seem to be having much success with the girls in this town.
Yeah.
We got your pictures.
Good.
Sinclair, Peter.
All right.
Stone, Hector.
Yeah.
Germont, Gabrielle.
Okay.
Full facts coming later, but Germont worked with Holifield before. What about your girl?
She's fixed.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Germont. I have an appointment to see Chelsea Little. That door over there. Go there and I'll buzz you in. She's here. Come in, put your purse on the table. Good afternoon.
Where's Sinclair?
He's in the car. We thought it would be better if I...
Chelsea Little hung herself in her cell an hour ago.
Maybe she was scared.
Of course she was scared, but she's my snitch, and I am telling you, she was not suicidal when I talked to her.
Perhaps she had some help.
Oh, are you trying to tell me something? They tell her that you're coming to visit, and then half an hour later, she is hanging in her cell.
Damn it, Caravaggio, if you just calm down a little, maybe we'd get somewhere.
Who the hell are you? Who sent you and to cover up what? Now, either you start talking right now, or I am gonna...
Or you're going to what?
Hey, listen to me. I am threatening a good friend of the mayor's here. I have got pressure coming at me from all over the place, from the DA's office to my superiors to put this thing to rest. And oh, this thing is getting so sleazy, I get a call from Geraldo this morning. Well, it looks like I'm getting outranked from all over the place here, so I'm out of here. Thank you very much. Thanks for nothing.
That's terrific. You can quit if you like, but I'll tell you one thing. We are not going to drop this investigation.
Listen, we don't believe Miss Little killed Jeremy.
Why not?
But if she was guilty, why would she turn herself in? And if she strangled him, why leave the leather thong in the room?
S&M ain't her thing.
And it would certainly be easy enough to place there by whomever, right?
Exactly. And why would she steal the wallet and then bring it with her when she turns herself into me?
Hey, hold on one second. What's this about a wallet? You never mentioned a wallet. Have you gone through it?
That's what I was doing when I got the call that she hung herself.
Well, maybe we can now do it together.
Well, first you gotta tell me everything you know about Holifield.
Fair enough. We have every reason to believe that Jeremy Holifield was killed to stop him publishing his next major feature.
What was in the feature?
We have to find that out.
It would be so much easier to do it together.
Don't get in my way.
That's New York for yes.
In her statement, Chelsea claims that she never saw any of this stuff. This is used by some people to heighten the sexual experience. It's known on the streets as the British routine.
How well did Chelsea Little and Holifield know each other?
They didn't at all until the night that he died. Chelsea was hired over the phone by some guy to entertain Holifield. He made arrangements over the phone for her to pick up her fee at the hotel's front desk.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. It was delivered by some guy in a bike.
Does the bike company have a name? What's this?
Chelsea's statement.
Why the hell didn't you give me this before?
I'm still wondering if I should be giving you anything. Does this make any sense to you yet?
Well, any of those cards or names could be important. Jeremy was always afraid of losing what he wrote, so he would hide his notes and wrote himself reminders to remember where. Actually, I should take these with me. I might be able to make some sense out of them.
Yeah, and while she's doing that, maybe you and I can pay a visit to Hollyfield's hotel room.
Forensics have checked it out already.
Yes, I'm sure they did, but... Well, maybe they didn't have the right information to know exactly what to look for.
Like what?
Well, if I knew that, we wouldn't have to go there, would we? But maybe together, well, who knows?
What is it with this togetherness stuff, anyway?
Well, see you later.
Hey! Listen, you lose any of that stuff, I'm washing windshields at the Holland Tunnel.
You know, maybe it would be a good idea if we stopped off and picked up a chaperone.
Maybe a referee.
So how close do you think he planned to see?
The camera?
That's about as close as you can get without being in the room.
Or the next room?
Oh, that might give you a nice view of the bed.
Next time, you'll have to get a warrant, Detective.
If there is a next time, you're going to be losing lots of guests.
Pull the door shut behind you when you're done, please.
Thank you.
Hollifield's room should be on the other side of this wall. And that hole should be somewhere in behind that picture.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. Hole. Looky.
What do you got?
4340 optic fiber adapter.
What's that?
That you did not find in your local camera store. Now, whoever did this Ain't no amateur.
And we can bet he didn't register in his own name.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the manager will be delighted to see you again.
Miss Previre's busy checking on Jeremy's credit card charges.
Did he say anything to you about staying in shape or getting in shape?
Jeremy? Poor Jeremy. His idea of conditioning was keeping it down to 1 bottle of wine with lunch.
Would you excuse me, Mr. Addington?
Where are you going?
To the gym? To work at a hut? It's my husband's lockers. I'm sorry. He asked me to pick up his stuff. It's huge, Peter. There's places, names, dates, everything. Yeah, I'm positive it's his handwriting. I'm sure about that.
She's out. You know what to do.
We're on it.
How are you? Are you all right?
I'd be all right. Somebody followed me there. They were up to the note.
Yeah, probably the guy in the car. And you could ID him.
I can ID the 2 others, but I didn't get a good look at the driver.
Well, obviously somebody realized you knew where to look.
This stinks of the business.
Gabrielle, I want you to send us everything you can remember from Jeremy's notes.
All right.
Miss Previn, did you get any further with the names that we sent you from the hotel register?
If they've done any work in Europe under those names, we'll find them.
You told me to call you as soon as the courier left?
Everything intact?
Like a virgin.
You're sure? No leaks?
I'm sure. No leaks.
Where are you?
The Plaza Hotel. Room 1032.
Stay where you are. You will be informed of evacuation arrangements.
Soon?
As soon as possible.
Yours?
I imagine there's nothing left in it.
Well, nothing but her stuff. Now, that's one of them, but I didn't get a very good look at this one.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah.
Any ID?
A couple of local humps. I'm having them pull their files.
Anything on the third one, the driver?
I'll have them pull files of Allen and Associates. You want to go downtown and look at some mug shots?
Get real.
Caravaggio. Yeah? You sure? Okay, terrific. Okay, I just got an anonymous tip. It looks like our cameraman may still be in New York City. Plaza Hotel, Suite 1032.
Let's go.
I can't go in there.
Yeah, but I can. So, just leave me to talk to him.
Pete, you make sure you leave that door open.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a big one. You got a permit for that?
Put it away, Stein. Mr. Reynolds, if you're in there, I'd like to have a word with you. The name's Sinclair. Mr. Reynolds?
Pete, you okay?
Mrs. Sinclair, I think you should give me your gun. Yours too, Mr. Stone. What the hell have I got myself into? Mrs. Sinclair, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
His name's Nick Turnell. He's with the British consulate in New York.
And you saw nothing?
When I got there, it was all over. Pete says the guy came at him with a gun. It was either him or the guy.
Well, obviously, the authorities aren't buying into self-defense.
Maybe they don't want to. They questioned me as a material witness as to what happened, then let me go.
We are running Turnell's name through the computers, and he's clean so far.
Might have expected that. We've got to find out where Detective Caravaggio got her tip.
Sam's under house arrest.
Yes, I imagine she has a lot to answer for. Where have they got Peter?
The Tombs. They got him at the Tombs.
I'm on my way to New York. Yes, I'll call you when I get there.
The car's ready, sir.
Oh, thank you, Bennett.
I'll fax updates on your meetings to the New York office, Alexander.
You're right, thanks.
Is there anything else we can do?
Well, if I think of anything, we'll call you from the car. Peter's going to be all right, you know.
I know, sir.
Lord Hannah to see you, sir. It's most urgent.
Alexander, I'm glad I've caught you.
I'm on my way to New York now.
Well, perhaps I can save you a trip.
if you could spare me a few minutes of your time. Alone?
Just what were you able to find out about this Turnell?
He was one of ours.
One of your whats? He was registered under the name of Reynolds, and he tried to shoot Peter Sinclair.
I know.
Do you? Then I demand to know why your man was linked to the death of Jeremy Holifield.
That's what I've come to see you about. For the good of all concerned, it's time to drop Holifield's story.
Like hell it is. And like hell, that's what you've come to see me about. You came here to silence me.
Just how much do you think you know about this affair?
Not as much as I'd like to, but we're getting close.
Well, let me save you the trouble, Alex. Because when you do get there, I'll tell you exactly what you'll find. A dead reporter. A hooker who committed suicide while in custody, and the unrelated and apparently unprovoked killing of an employee of the British Foreign Service.
Sinclair is innocent.
That will be very difficult to prove. You might succeed, but I can assure you that without my help, your attempt will take years.
So, Holifield had got you as well.
Don't be absurd. Let's just say that Jeremy Holifield's expose would have proven very embarrassing to certain citizens of my country.
Very well-placed citizens. I know what Jeremy Holifield was after. Heaven knows we read enough of his notes to put together his whole story.
Jeremy's notes. I don't believe that there's any record of any such notes ever having existed.
We both know what happened to those notes. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? And we both know that Jeremy's investigations led to the son of an ex-prime minister who made millions selling illegal arms.
As yet, that's merely an unfounded allegation.
Well, like hell it is, and I'm going to see that the whole story is published in every newspaper in the world. I'm going to stake my life on that.
Unfortunately, it's not your life that's at stake, Alexander. Prison can be a very deadly place, especially for ex-policemen like Sinclair.
If anything happens to Mr. Sinclair, I'm holding you personally responsible.
None of this is personal, Alex. As powerful as you are, you're no match for the British Empire. Sinclair will remain charged with murder until we're assured that you've complied with our request. If you act immediately, he will be released 6 months from today.
You're blackmailing me, Anna. Don't you worry, I'll get to the bottom of this.
I don't believe you're in a position to get to the bottom of anything, Mr. Addington. On the contrary, if I were you and I valued Mr. Sinclair's life, I would do everything I could to expedite his release from jail.
What is it you want?
I want you to disband your team. Immediately.
Best.
You okay?
Nope.
Well, if it make you feel any better, things aren't so good for me either. They're hanging Holifield's murder on Chelsea. I'm under house arrest.
Tell me one thing. Who was that guy Reynolds anyway?
Sinclair, did you hear me? I said I was off the case. I'm under house arrest. I'm being investigated by the Internal Affairs.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I knew I was crazy to get involved with you guys to begin with.
Look, Caravaggio.
Just save it, Sinclair, please. Actually, I just came by to tell you that I'm not going to be by to see you anymore.
I understand.
Well, I'm glad you do, because I sure don't.
It's tough at the top.
Yeah. Your partners told me that your boss is coming in today, and I gotta go.
What's that?
I got this cleared from the front gate. Crumpets. It's the only English thing I could find on my way here.
Yeah. Thanks.
Good to see you.
Helene just faxed me some more information. Pieces are starting to come together.
I remembered some of the names from Jeremy's file. I'm plugging them in. I will have a story for you to publish.
I just talked to some of my friends in security. Now, they got a lock on...
Peter's attorney will arrive at about 2 p.m., sir.
What's wrong, Mr. A?
Sit down, all of you, please. The authorities are being encouraged to treat Peter's shooting as the cold-blooded murder of a British embassy official. So, for his sake, I was forced to make a deal. I made a deal. Under no circumstances are you to contact me or my organization ever again. Is that clear? Is that understood?
And then what about Peter?
I am told that he will be released 6 months from the day I disband the team.
You gonna go for it, Mr. A?
I haven't much choice.
It's a good run while it lasted. Wasn't it?
How are you doing?
As well as can be expected. How are the others?
No, as well as can be expected. You spoken to Bailey?
Yes. Yes, he came by earlier. Filled me in with all the legal stuff. Told me everything he could.
I've done what they asked me to do.
I suppose I should thank you.
No, it's I who should thank you. We did more than I ever dreamed we could, Peter.
And we both knew that something like this would happen. One day or another.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
6 months from today.
Oh, I hope they keep their side of the bargain.
Well, I guess I better get out of here and make it official for them. Peter, only once in my life have I lost as much.
Thank you.
That's excellent. Excellent, Miss
Thank you,
Shaw.
Mr. Addington.
Jeremy would have been proud to share this byline with you.
Well, I've been polishing it for 6 months. But now, you know that Peter is getting out of prison. I will need a publisher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And when this story breaks, we'll see what Lord Hannah's British Empire is made of.
So you'll publish it?
What choice do I have? Mr. Stone? Is this the only copy?
That and the original.
Kind of borrowed it from my kid brother.
So what brings you here, detective?
Not anymore. I'm taking a little leave from the job.
Voluntary?
Not exactly. Need a lift?
Thanks. No, I prefer to take a cab.
Might be kind of tough to do around here.
I'll take my chances.
I'll get in the car.
I don't get friendly with women who arrest me.
Fine, then walk. We're a couple of patsies, you know that, don't you?
I can live with that.
Well, I can't. Heads up.
What's this?
Open it.
January 20th.
Yeah, the night Holifield was murdered. Looks like the guy you shot likes to keep his home movies. So, what we have to do is figure out who whacked Holifield, turn him in, and then we clear our names.
You know, you are completely nuts. Have you not learned anything? Do you not know how well connected these guys are?
Bad guy's a bad guy.
Oh, yeah, right. Thanks. But I think I'm tired of the white knight routine.
Oh, so what are you gonna do, Sinclair? Walk away? Let him win?
What are you suggesting?
Maybe we could go into business for ourselves?
Where can we play that thing?
My place.
I always thought that when they said silence is golden, they were talking about its value, not its cost.